we are now
Something
set.
is new. Hello,
Sylvie. Sorry that we ended up having yet another hiccup.
Absolutely.
Facebook can sometimes throw off your best plans.
I know, exactly. It has a way of, doing that.
We have found out, though, that if I can do live streams on YouTube. And we may just do that because then we can put an announcement in Facebook so that people can click on that link and then they go directly to YouTube. I was told by my IT doctor, my
IT doctor. Basically, that's what it is.
My IT daughter, that she said that's a far, far better way to do it. So Facebook is irregular. In other words, it really doesn't always respond. And we have had difficulties with this Facebook group. So if we go to YouTube, there's also a chat group there.
Oh, okay.
And you basically set it so that the announcement is made in your Facebook group, which your people will then immediately click on to see the beginning part of your YouTube stream.
Good.
And, streaming is a big thing, so should work.
Yeah.
I just need to know more.
Yeah.
Hello, Sylvie. Hello, Gwen. From cold northern Manitoba. Nancy Pudding is hello.
Hi, Suzanne.
Sorry.
Good morning. Loretta.
Oh, Loretta, I hope you're feeling a little better. I saw your post and I thought, oh, you poor thing. This is not fun.
That's been going on for a few years now for you, Loretta. Yeah.
Karen Krause says, hello, all hiccups happen. Thank you. We appreciate that. Hello, Elizabeth Loper. I'm so glad you come and join us once in a while, Liz, because I know that you're a busy girl and you have to sometimes leave a little early. And I love it that you're here. Kathy Marone is here. Good morning. Good morning from Arizona. Thank goodness we're coming through loud and clear.
Loud and clear, yay.
Are we a little too loud?
Yeah.
Maybe we should whisper.
I don't know if I could possibly whisper. I'm not a whispering kind.
No, you like to use your voice.
I do, yes, exactly. I think it's from working all those years in the coach tour company and dealing with the seniors that I dealt with.
That's right.
I learned to project my voice. So.
Oh, yeah, she's good. Yeah, when you're on the phone, everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it. That's right.
Emma Knotts is here. Hello, good morning. And Celeste Russell.
Yep.
Dory.
Dory, sorry.
That's what you were about to say.
I know, I was going to say Dory in rainy Prague.
I'm sorry, we've got sunshine.
Yeah, we do.
We are looking forward to the rest of the day.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness, Loretta, 4 years? Oh, I can't imagine.
Nope, and obviously we hope that things settle down for you, and if not, that you find a way through pain, because pain itself is, when it's like chronic, it's something that sort of sets itself off, I've understood. So the only thing that really seems to help is marijuana, so you can try that.
You know what, I thought of cannabis too. It's like, have you tried that?
It really seems to work.
And to see if it helps at all.
Exactly. Janet says, good morning. Hello, Eleanor Christie's from Franklin, Pennsylvania. Oh, by the way, cannabis and weed and marijuana, they're all legal in Canada.
Yes.
I don't know whether they are where you are.
True.
Oh, and CBD oil, I think that's legal everywhere in the States too.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, just a hint. Yeah. Eleanor says, hello from Franklin, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Suzanne. Glad sound is good. Patricia Rideout is from sunny Nova Scotia. Oh, you've got sunshine too.
From coast to coast.
Coast to coast.
Who cares what's in the middle?
Oh, no, I do. Don't say that. No, some of our favorite stitchers are in the middle.
I know, but, it's sunny here and sunny there and,
Well, what we need actually is sunny in the middle too.
Sunny in the middle, exactly. But they're probably really cold in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I think we're heading up to about 10 or 11 degrees today.
I think we are today, yes.
Oh, yeah. Celsius.
Yes.
Hello from El Paso from Vicky. Pandora Gaines is here. Jennifer Washburn Hall. Thank you. We kind of match.
Yeah.
I think we both felt a little bit like, okay, it's getting on to spring.
Yeah.
Mine's a sweater though.
Yes.
Because, it can get a little bit cool still.
Yeah.
Kathy says, no, I didn't mean too loud.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. We're just making fun.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm okay with being loud.
Loretta says stitching helps, and
yes,
it helps so much. Gwen Bartram, I tried the Easy Guide ball tip needles and absolutely love them. I had to too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that the truth?
This week, I was sitting there and I thought, oh, I don't know what's wrong, what's good, because my needle was working so well.
Yeah.
And then I realized I hadn't been using the ball tip needle that I had gotten for myself.
Okay.
I had put it in my pincushion and I'd taken the wrong needle for a while.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, there's no difference. I tried the other one. And whoa. Okay, you guys, you've got to get this needle, and then you'll protect it like it's gold.
Absolutely. And it pretty much costs the same as gold. So,
Sorry about that.
But they are fantastic needles.
Yeah,
they really are.
We have them on our website.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there. I would get only those needlows.
Absolutely.
They are
same here.
So
I
amazing.
think we might have to order more, by the way, because the number 26s we're getting very low on. We're getting low on the 24s, but more the 26 than the 24s.
Well, go get yourself some right away, because if you don't have one, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah.
And we'll get a pile more in very soon.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Gwen Bartram. I had to quickly order more.
Yeah, I know.
These are actually so amazing. The people who have stitched for a long time can really tell the difference.
Oh, definitely.
And if you've never stitched before, it doesn't matter, because if you start with these, you won't go back.
You won't go back. Yeah.
Jean Morrison says, good morning from a cloudy Atlanta. Good morning, everyone, from Gail, Kathy Bird. Morning, y'all. I always love that you say y'all, because I know it's you, Kathy. That's so cute. I hope you're feeling good. Jennifer Gowan says, we've got 42 people.
Yes, actually it says 45 on ours, so thank you
we are
very
now
much.
seeing it's called Insights, and we've never seen that before.
No,
Besides,
brand new.
It's so exciting. Although we can celebrate with one another, and please feel free to put, whatever number you see up.
Absolutely.
As it gets up into the higher registers.
I also like the fact that we've got 32 comments and, all that kind of stuff. One share.
I wonder what you're sharing. Yeah. That's interesting. And then 7 reactions, which I guess are like likes or things like that.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. We've never seen that before.
And we now know what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's so good. Thank you so much, though, Jennifer Gowan. Totally love it that you do that for us. Michelle Lauzon is here. Jennifer Chung is here. Good morning. And yes, Loretta's got those needles, too. She loves them, too. Howdy again. I've been mini-stitch bringing while... binging while watching the reboot Hawaii 5.0. I just love those Hawaii shots. I don't know what it is, but they always bring me right back to being in Hawaii. And I've never worked in Hawaii. I've never lived in Hawaii. But Hawaii, it means to me complete and total relaxation.
I started watching a show on Netflix, actually. What is it called now? Finding Hana?
Oh, you mean the Hana on Maui?
No, well, it's just, a movie, and I think they're trying to find a treasure, but it's done in Hawaii, so it's actually,
I'm going for it.
Yeah, that's right. The story's not, a little childish and things like that, but just the scenery itself, it's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know there's other places that are just as lovely, so no worries about that. Me personally, I haven't been to Tahiti. I haven't been to Mexico. I haven't been to a whole bunch of places where they have palm trees.
Absolutely.
But I have been to Hawaii, and that, as I say, has been a place that I've gone about, 10, 12, 15 times over my lifetime. Because my first husband's parents had a condo there, so we could go there. We had to pay.
Oh, no. It wasn't free, eh? Nice parents-in-law.
Oh, yeah. Well, they liked, they were squeaky.
They like the money?
That's so funny. Well, thank you, Tommy, because that's where I'm going. Hawaii 5.0. Very nice. Yes, Easter egg hunt template. Almost done. You're halfway through, I noticed.
Very nice.
What is the name of the needles again? Jennifer Washburn Hall. Just go to our website.
They're called ball tip needles.
Right. And I think that they're actually underneath our needles section. So you go to our catalog and look down, and you'll see, I think, accessories. And under that, you'll see, pearl cotton and spools and things, and scissors and needles.
Yeah.
And so click on needles, and then you'll get all of the needles that we carry. And some of them are ball tip needles.
Yeah. They probably do come in a size 28, Eleanor, but we don't carry them. So we have 26 or 24.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to, are we? Getting the 28?
The 28?
We can try a few.
We can try a few.
Yeah, because even I don't know which one I got. I think I got the 24. It's a substantial needle. It's not thin.
Mm-hmm.
And what I really like about that is that the tip, or where the eye is not pointy.
Yeah.
Like you can push it with your hand
finger, yeah,
and not get a callus or have it dig into your hand. Anyway, that's good. Debbie Wilner says, good morning from Red Deer. Want you to know that a long time ago, I invested in a condo in Red Deer. So Red Deer comes as a very familiar place.
Have you ever been to Red Deer?
No.
No? Yeah. I have.
I don't know. Have you been to Red Deer?
Yeah.
And what did you do there? Did you take a tour there?
Well, my husband's sister lived in Red Deer at one time, and so we just went and visited her.
Right.
It's, like a lot of Alberta, very flat. But, we went to, I can't even remember the name of the hotel that was there, but it was very nice. And,
yes, I really like the Red Deer. I saw it from Google Earth, so I've been all over Red Deer looking to see where these condos are.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought you'd laugh, Debbie Wilmer, because I don't know anything about Red Deer except that.
Except that, yeah.
Karen Lark's here. Donna Van Buxel is here. Good afternoon, she says. So she's way far away.
Yeah.
Stitching on February as I watch you today. That's so nice,
Thanks,
Donna.
Donna.
I have March sitting here right here.
Good.
Beginning of March is coming. Deb says, good morning from Gray Dull, Ohio.
Oh.
I never see you as worrying about gray and dull. I think you're your own sunshine.
Absolutely, yes.
Deb, you always smile at everything. Sharon says, hi, Marcy Schmidt is here. Good morning. The needles are listed under tools. Thank you.
Yes.
See how silly I am. I think I know where everything is, and I don't.
Yeah.
And Donna's got a brother and sister who live in Red Deer. Oh, for goodness sake, Red Deer is a popular place. Actually, I think because it's just slightly off Edmonton, it's a really nice smaller town.
Absolutely.
I really like the idea of it.
And Calgary, too. Like it's, kind of halfway in between both.
Correct. So, what did you do this week?
What did I do this week? Let's see. The week has been a blur. I've done some updating to the website. I've done some more video editing.
When you say updating to the website, what is it that you do?
What I'm doing to the website is the original person that set up our website added sometimes duplicated information in the description part.
Oh, you basically are updating and cleaning up the description.
I'm basically editing the website.
Yeah, because all of the stuff was thrown in there in a batch file.
Yeah.
And I think he knew how to do that much. But everything was from our old website. So there were underlinings, there were actually code things in there. And Lisa has carefully gone through all the descriptions up until about 200?
I'm now about to start 201.
Yes, that's a lot of work. She's been at it for several months.
Exactly. And then I'll do Kathy's, and then I'll do Linda's, and then I might go back and do like Beyond Cross Stitch and things like that. So,
yeah, because the descriptions have to be up to date. Yeah. You guys can't, we don't have any, for instance, some of the ACPACs are no longer available, for instance, for especially for Kathy's and Linda's.
Exactly. And some of the information still says accessory pack. Well,
exactly. Or it says, go and get the free pattern on our website. Well, our website has changed and we haven't been able to get those free patterns up yet. So, it's all kind of it has to be information that's generically relevant
at the present time.
Yeah. So well done for getting to number 200.
Yeah. Yeah, it's taken a little while.
And you made some stitch videos?
I made some stitch videos. I'm also kind of doing a little bit of learning about Adobe InDesign program for our layout part of it, because we've been using PageMaker, which is now old and
no longer supported.
So,
but we don't really like InDesign. Neither one of us.
So far, not really excited about it.
No, because some of the things that we would do in PageMaker, which was a previous program just for layout, were simple. Like we could right click and get a thing. Well, here you have to. Exactly. As far as we can see in InDesign, anything that we do in one click over in PageMaker has to have 4 clicks.
4 clicks. So, and anyways, that's kind of how my week went, and before you know it,
It's over.
It's over.
It's Friday.
I also did a little bit of charting on something you're going to show in a little while. So I did that too.
I started a new pattern.
Yeah.
Thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
It looks to me like Jeanette Zabrowski's here, finished February and crocheting while listening to you both.
Good.
That's a good thing to do because when you're crocheting, you don't have to count so much.
Not so much, no. You kind of get in a rhythm. I haven't crocheted in years.
That's such a nice thing to do too. You just it's so slippery and nice. I really like it.
I've been knitting socks, so
that's right.
I do that.
She knits the most beautiful socks.
I finished 2 pairs. Was it last weekend? Yes, I finished 2 pairs last weekend, and I've started 2 more pairs.
She's quite the knitter, actually, and you're a very good crafter of all sorts. You quilt and you do all sorts of finishing.
I've been thinking about quilting again too, so it's just finding the right time balance to do everything.
That's true. And now you have to do spring cleaning, don't you?
I guess I should, but you know, I've been missing spring cleaning for the last 20 some odd years, so.
I laugh because that's the last thing you want to do.
That is the last thing I do. I mean, Thea on my monitor that I have 2 monitors, but you know, on one of them, she wrote in it and it said dust. It's like, okay, fine. I get the hint.
Did you dust?
I did, actually, just the monitor bases. I didn't dust anything else.
Okay, the reason is because the computers absorb the dust. Okay.
Yeah, I should actually get a little Swifter and dust those too. But
I think that, you know, I've really been bad lately about cleaning myself. I'd go looking around at my floors and they're just like not good.
Oh, same here, yeah.
And then I just look at them and I go, I got better things to do.
Me too.
Anyway, I finally have color ink in my printer. That's wonderful because today's chart is very colorful.
Yep. Good.
Good morning from California. It's 9:45 a.m. here. I think it's the same here.
Yeah, same here.
We're in the same time zone, just so you know, Sharon Donahue. I think it's Donnie. Okay, it's not Donahue. I'm sorry.
Could
I don't know what it is. Donahue, maybe?
Yeah.
Kim Parain, hello from Illinois. It's nice and warm there. Kate Burzak, good morning. Jennifer Day says, I want to learn how to knit socks. Have no idea where to learn from. Neither do I. You can learn from Lisa.
Well, no, I'm definitely not that good at it. But I took a course at one of the class at the knitting shop here in Victoria. Oh, geez, probably 8.5 years ago now. So,
did you learn just how to knit socks?
Yes.
See, that's what you do. You look for just knitting socks. Yeah. Don't learn how to knit, just knitting socks.
Exactly. But since then, if you go on YouTube, there's all sorts of patterns for knit or videos for knitting socks.
And you can even look for patterns. I'm pretty sure that, you know, if you want to learn from someone, Jennifer, that's the way to go. Do some research and find out, you know, maybe find a knitting group somewhere and join it and ask there where there's some good online knitting things. Elizabeth can only knit 1 stitch. It sounds like knitting is your stitch. Like knit, purl, I can do those too. That's it.
Oh, yeah, same here. I'm a knit, purl kind of person. But, you know, turning the heel and that is, you know, basically knit, and purl. So.
Okay. I just, okay.
Yeah, I went too far?
Went too far for me. Kathy Monk says, hello from Virginia. And Pat Henke, you got in. Good for you. It's nice to see you.
Yeah.
Lisa said, what yarn do you use? Kate says, sorry.
I am using, it's a 2-ply, it's a cotton bamboo silk combination.
Okay, already I love it.
It's nice and soft. I cannot wear 100% wool because I get really itchy.
Neither can I.
Yeah, I needed something like cotton. So
sounds delicious. And they're multicolored, right?
Well, I get a solid color or there's a variegated. So I've done both.
I think she should bring in some socks. Don't you guys?
I could, actually.
I mean, it's a stitching show.
I do have 1 pair of socks on, but they're not the cotton bamboo silk. It's just wool.
You mean you could actually put your foot up on the camera?
I could, exactly. But, sorry, I'm going to do a little acrobatics here. You know what? Maybe not. I'm just gonna take the sock off.
I think that's a good idea.
Now this is wool. I do have cotton socks on underneath, so There's one of them.
This sock is actually the funniest sock because it's the one she's worn for years.
For years.
Because it's so warm.
Yeah.
And she puts a cotton sock underneath so she doesn't get itchy, and then that's her slipper.
Itchy, and that's my slipper. And so there you go.
Okay. That's that's so funny. Anyway, Dory says, I'm glad I'm not the only one who can't get excited about cleaning.
Yeah.
I don't know who can. Well, actually, I do like cleaning once I'm at it. Then I want to clean it all, but I just can't be bothered starting.
Yeah.
Have you been stitching instead of cleaning? Definitely.
Yeah.
Good morning, ladies. So nice to see your bright, shining faces. Thank you. We do like to please. Oh, Lisa, the combo yarn sounds yummy. It really does.
It is very nice.
Exactly. Beautiful work, Lisa, says Liz.
Thank you.
So we have a stitch of the week, don't we?
We do, exactly. Yes, I keep on saying exactly. Sorry.
It's just one of the things that we do at Victoria's Ambrose.
It is. That's right. This week's stitch is called the loop stitch. It's a silk ribbon stitch, and it's not a counted stitch, although you could kind of count where the placement are, sort of.
I think you can.
Yeah.
I think you can. You can decide where you're going to have it.
Absolutely.
Make a little X even with your fabric pin. And then just stitch from there.
Exactly.
And here it is.
The loop stitch is done with silk ribbon. And you kind of come up. You make a loop and you kind of pierce almost where you came up. And then you pull the ribbon through and you kind of, I usually use either a tapestry needle or something like that to hold the loop.
Yeah, I generally put either something like a knitting needle, kind of like a
knitting needle, absolutely,
knitting needle. Or you can also just do it by eye and pull it through just the way you want to have it. But if you want each of the petals to be the same size,
absolutely,
you can use something.
Or laying tool would also work for that purpose.
And the other way you can do a loop stitch, we've done it in one way, which is where you pierce the needle and you have to pull it through.
Yes.
And that can sometimes get really difficult.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes you might choose to push it through where there's already silk ribbon underneath, and then you get into a tangled mess. Oh no.
And then you end up pulling other stitches, so that's not necessarily
So what we do also is we bring it up, and then we make the loop and put a pencil in or whatever, not sharpened pencil, and then you use your needle to go not through the ribbon anymore, but straight back into the linen, one fabric thread away. And that will also make a loop stitch.
It will.
But it will stand up a little too far up.
Yeah.
So you may need to push it down a little bit with some extra little stitches. That's another way of doing it.
And you want to use silk ribbon, not satin ribbon or anything like that.
Silk is the best. It's not only organic, but it also flops nicely.
Yes. Yes.
It goes in all these different ways.
It looks more like a petal.
And the good thing about these kits, which are level 2 kits, I know it sounds funny that this should be level 2, because for some people, silk ribbon is really, really challenging.
Yes.
And we have a few people who are outspoken about silk ribbon.
Where's Lorraine?
In mind. But if you get these kits, then you can find the silk ribbon inside the kits. And I'll tell you, silk ribbon is not as easy to find anymore. I'm not actually sure where you can get silk ribbon, because of course I don't shop in some of the online shops.
Absolutely.
But possibly Needle in a Haystack and or 1-2-3 Stitch, ABC.
Silver Needle.
Silver Needle will have silk ribbon.
Yeah.
So this is how much you get, and you get enough to practice at least 1 or 2 loop stitches without running out for the remaining loop stitches.
Exactly. And in the kit, you also get instructions on how to work with silk ribbon.
Oh yeah, this silk ribbon basics. This is really cool.
Yes.
I have to say myself. Because not only do you get, what does it say? Guidelines.
Guidelines on how to thread.
On how to thread and everything. And online on YouTube, I've even shown you how to thread a silk ribbon through a needle.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but I used to use, and not sure about the ballpoint needles anymore, but I used to use number 26 or 28 needle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because those have a tapestry point, but they're so fine that they kind of pierce much more easily.
Exactly. The other option is to use a crewel needle.
Yes, and a crewel needle will work no matter what. And what it does do, the crewel needle, is thicker than, number 28 or 26, but it makes a hole big enough for the knot that's on the end of your needle to go through.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of makes room for that silk ribbon that's tied onto the end of your needle. So I guess that's maybe the best one, the chenille needle.
The chenille,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
And what size do you usually use?
I would, probably either 26 or a 24.
Really?
Yeah.
Of the chenille?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Because I only use tapestry needles. Okay, I would fall off the chair if I tried to do, Pat Henke, I don't know what you're trying to do.
Oh, lift my leg up. That's what I was thinking too, is if I did that, I'd be on my what.
There are all sorts of words that you can put there. That's beautiful work. Hi all, says Brenda Lichlier. Nice to see you. Tanya says I should have been cleaning this morning. Well, you see?
Yeah.
You're doing the same thing. Forget about cleaning. I've stitched the Buttercups kit. I've given it away, but this was an easy introduction to silk ribbon work. Love that loop stitch.
Yeah,
Thank
me
you.
too. I love the loop stitch as well.
It's so fun to do.
It is.
And you can make all these stand-upable flowers.
Yeah.
What I like about silk ribbon is the three-dimensionality of them all.
Yes.
You get this rigid counted work that's perfect, and you've stitched everything according to the pattern, and it all looks perfect. And then you put these beautiful flowers on top. It's the juxtaposition of those two that makes it so pretty.
Absolutely. And I mean, you started using it in one of your very first samplers.
That's right. And here is the heirloom
birth sampler
for a girl.
For a girl. This is the girl version. I love how when you combine it with the spiderweb silk ribbon rose, the effect that you get from both the loop stitch and the rose.
Exactly. The loop stitch surrounds it. It's the pink. And then there is actually my entire long name, which you can't even believe, I'm sure, that I've got such a long name. But that just shows you can put a really long name in here. And it says, during your life, we wish for two things. One is roots, the other is wings. I love that saying, and it's really nice on this heirloom birth sampler.
Yes.
But you're right, the lusciousness.
Absolutely. The combination of both is just gorgeous.
It is. It's maybe something that can be made into, like, the entire heart can be made out of this. Oh, I can just imagine.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this down here.
You put it down there? Sounds good.
Yeah.
And then you also used it, and this is also an older design too. This is Gazebo Roses. And you combine this one with Japanese ribbon stitch.
There you go.
So the pink is the...
that looks good.
Looks good. The pink is the loop stitch, and the green is the Japanese ribbon stitch.
Yeah, is it actually focusing? I just can't tell.
Can't tell.
There
we go.
Okay, now it's focusing.
I was probably jiggling too much.
No, it's when it's a little bit far away but not close enough or something that it doesn't seem to focus. Anyway, you can just see all the loop stitches there. They are so nice and fun to do. They're very fast. And then you get this lovely phrase.
That's one of my favorites.
It's one of mine too. And I love the bottom. Look at the silk ribbon in there too. And there's loop stitch flowers in the heart hanger.
Yes.
Just love it.
Yeah.
I especially love the colors of this one.
And Loretta has to leave. She has a conference call.
No, I just don't understand why you have to have one in the middle of our
Exactly. It doesn't work. No, you're busy.
Oh, that's good. It's nice to see you. No, not silk ribbon, says Dory.
Come on, Dory.
Sue Donnelly, you got your first vaccine.
Yep.
Well done. I'm so glad. I'm very happy for those of you who have managed to get your first vaccine shot. We're in Canada, we're really slow.
Yeah, really slow.
Really
You might
slow.
be getting yours like sometime in March, April.
No, because that's for 80 and up, and I'm not 80 yet.
No,
so.
this is true.
So I don't think so. I think it'll be maybe April, May, or June. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm probably not until September.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
For some reason in BC, it's like province-wide, not like every state has its own rules, so every province here decides on itself. And they've decided on age grouping, which I think is ridiculous.
Yes.
Because to me, if you're a frontline worker, you're bound to spread it more quickly. So
definitely.
people in the grocery store, the one that work there, they're the ones that should get it first.
Definitely.
I don't really mind about myself because I'm like, not really in touch with too many people.
Yes.
But it'll be
Yeah.
nice when the whole country gets it done. That's for sure. Just having arrived. Okay, so Sue, are you feeling okay? We need to know. And Dory Davis, don't say, oh no, Silk Ribbon. Try it.
I don't understand that, Dory, because your Victorian purse turned out beautifully. So
Yeah.
I know you know how to do the loop stitch.
Yes, maybe you're not fond of it, because I found that most people, when they start doing silk ribbon,
Yeah.
most people have their magnifying glass on, so they're looking very closely at, and things have to be perfect, because that's one of the things that counted work people do, is you look really closely to make sure it's perfect. Silk ribbon is never perfect, and it's only got its charm from being imperfect.
That's right. Absolutely.
So the only thing that I can say is, when you're working with silk ribbon, forgive yourself constantly
Yeah.
for being imperfect, because it's exactly what the silk ribbon needs.
Absolutely.
Juxtaposition. That's a big word. I don't think I can do any more big words today. It's one of those days. I love that word. That's cute. Pretty. Hi, we're warm today in Florida.
Oh, good.
So pretty. My favorite colors. Those are the, what's it called again? That's the roses. Gazebo Roses?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. This one is one of my favorites, and I think I also really like the top of
The top of the gazebo.
Exactly. Stitch and Finish, heirloom birth sampler for my grandson in green colors. Oh, that would be gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Karen Krause,
Yeah.
can you please post a picture?
Absolutely.
We'd love to see
If you
that.
can get it from your grandson, then.
Yeah, that's true. Perfect. Touching onto it. And Jennifer Nardiello's all done in Florida.
Oh,
well
yay.
done. Wow, that was really behind. That's really behind. Yeah, we are really behind. And it's the, like, Canadian health system is very good, but it's bureaucratized. So it gets, it takes a little while before we actually get things going.
Absolutely, yes.
I know that there's other reasons why, if it's in America, for instance, you have high, steep fees or really steep fees for your insurance, which we don't have. In fact, we pay nothing for our health care. Which is pretty good.
Yep.
It goes. It's cared for by other taxes, though. So
Yeah. Well, we're paying for it
one way or another. That's funny. I was able to get my second because of health problems.
Oh,
that's good.
good.
That's good. And it looks like Pandora got hers, and it's really slow in Prague too, Dory.
Yeah.
Well, we just have to wait a little longer. In my opinion, it's not really so much the speed for me personally as for the whole country.
Yeah.
So that we can get, more back to whatever's called normal.
Exactly. But we've also been delayed in receiving the vaccine too. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have found, I hate to say this, but it has come to my attention that as soon as Biden decided that he was going to ramp up all these vaccines, they took basically some of ours, because from what I have seen, we suddenly couldn't get a vaccine anymore back in early February.
Yeah.
It was not, possible. There was just a delay, and we've had delays in vaccine delivery for quite some time.
For quite some time, yes.
Yeah, so, these things go on above our heads.
Yeah.
We have no idea who's doing what. I've gotten a lot of mine, both of mine in Arizona. Excellent. Second one, slept the next day. Oh, good. So you can sleep the next day? Sounds good.
Yeah.
We should go get them.
So I can sleep?
Yes.
Because with the full moon last night, there wasn't much
easy.
sleep happening.
My mom-in-law should get her second vaccine. Well, good for you guys. We really are glad.
Yeah.
The more, the merrier.
Absolutely.
Okay, so was there any... yes,
we
you were going to show the purse.
We do have other ones, but here is L for librarian.
My sister-in-law was a librarian. I love librarians.
And the loop stitch is...
Right there.
Right there.
And that very same loop stitch is on the Victorian purse.
It is indeed.
With, I think, the very
The
same
very
colors.
same silk ribbon, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
L
Let me
for
just move
librarian.
this
Oh,
up.
look, there's a little leprechaun.
Leprechaun. And...
If you have the L is for librarian, you can stick a leprechaun in the March
You
pattern.
could, absolutely. And here, I know we've shown this one before, but hey,
But
it's beautiful.
nice. It's nice anyway.
Exactly. This is the Victorian purse.
Let's go a little bit farther away so
away
people
for
can
that?
see the flowers as well. And also the bargello at the
The
bottom.
bargello at the bottom.
And of course the flowers are very much the same. They're slightly different colors. That's all. But the pattern is really cute. And the side panels are my favorite.
Absolutely. They don't have the loop stitch, but they have the Japanese ribbon stitch on them, I think.
Yes, they do. And the back has some initials, in this case, mine.
Exactly. And here's the other pieces too.
Which we've shown,
That's
right?
it. We have.
Exactly.
So,
and the pipkin. This is the one with the pipkin.
That's right.
Oh, somebody just bought a needle. I just know it. Did you hear that ding? Yeah, we get a ding when there's
and we get excited too.
on our app.
Yeah.
And when we hear a ding, it's really fun. And I don't usually bring my phone down here, but I did today. And so we're getting dings already. Probably someone getting their needle. I don't qualify yet. Oh, we're talking about things, both injection. Look at all of the vaccines. Good. In nature, florals are not perfect. Just take a close look at one.
Yeah.
Jennifer Chung, you're so right. And that's exactly what I usually tell people in a classroom.
Yeah.
Sue feels absolutely fine, not even sore. She had Pfizer. Good.
Yep.
Good. Glad to hear it. And we have states that aren't receiving. No reaction to the second. Okay. Wow, we've got a lot of interest in the vaccine. Yeah, we're all looking forward to it. I'm sure of that. Oh, on behalf of all of America, Brenda sends her apologies.
Yeah.
If it's true. We don't know. Carino. IA. Okay, Victorian purse is so pretty. Thank you, Jennifer. That's so sweet of you. Beautiful, nice. Y'all have lovely manicures. Yes, we do.
Yeah. Thank you.
We go to the same lady.
We do. She's cute as a button.
Yep. And what's her name again?
Her name is Jessica.
Jessica. And she has longer nails usually than I do because I don't know. I've got shorter hands and shorter nails.
Yes, and I've got spider fingers, as my husband calls them.
But thank you, Deborah. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, Dancio Ionica. Tutti bel lavori. Let's see the translation. All good work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Loved working on Victorian purse except for the frustration with the silk ribbon. Well, I understand that. And it isn't easy, but if you've practiced a little bit beforehand, you kind of get the rhythm of it. So I understand completely. And you did a great job. Thank you. 56, says Mary Woodrowitz.
Yay.
Lovely. So what I wanted to show you was my version of the loop stitch. It's going to be on the new pincushion. Remember we talked about the pincushion?
Yeah.
I think it was
A couple of weeks ago.
at least a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, so I found this incredible silk ribbon. It's a little bit like it needs ironing.
Yes. You need the curling iron. My curling iron
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I found
Works
some
perfectly.
little bits, and this is how long I use silk ribbon with. I mean, I only use about 12 to 14
12, 14 inches.
Yeah. But look at it's multicolored, and it's going in kits. So, and when we run out of those kits, then they're discontinued basically.
Yeah.
So as soon as this one comes out, get the ACK pack because you'll get this
Absolutely beautiful
silk ribbon.
silk ribbon.
And this is the beginning of it. As you can see, I've got one of the water lilies done. And I've got some water lily leaves there. And I'm hoping that on this side, I'm going to put a dragonfly. Hopefully, like I was thinking of getting a brooch so that it would stand up and it would look more realistic. And if you have one, do that instead. But I'm going to put in a stitched
one.
dragonfly, with some really cool colored beads. Thank you.
Loretta's back.
Yay, you're off your phone call. That's good. And I don't know, does anybody know where to get silk ribbon? Just anywhere on any online needle workshop? Let us know because you don't have to worry too much, but it would be really nice to know that silk ribbon is still fairly available.
Yeah.
Or not. Yeah. Anyway, so that's coming up. I've been working on that this weekend.
You have?
Well, no, we'll be working on that this weekend.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I worked on last week was, remember I've been talking about Beyond Cross Stitch level 4, 5, and 6 because they're the ones that haven't been done yet in the Victoria Sampler Academy. And I've been working at them.
She has.
And they're done.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
All the videos are ready. They just need to be uploaded.
Well, actually, the videos are uploaded now, which you may not realize.
No, I didn't realize that.
That's what I've done this week. And now I had to put in all of the teachers' comments, which I renewed, and hopefully it includes everything that you need. And I also am going to make those last 3 classes available on our website to register for.
Yes.
And that connection between the classroom, which is like a different platform entirely than our website, that connection they're in charge of. So
so that's what you have to, that's what I meant by uploading, was that part was getting the connection between the two systems connected.
Yes, and I'm hoping to do that after this Stitch Along Friday, because then it can be live. And if you don't see it, it means I've had technical problems.
Yeah. And it'll be sometime next week.
It'll be when it'll be. Exactly. Oh, look's that. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Yay.
Love water lilies. Thank you. Love that. Cute. Lovely. Oh, yes, and pretty flowers. Love that new pincushion. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Loretta's still on her call.
Must be really interesting.
Good for you, Loretta.
I love water lilies and dragonflies too. Love it, love it. Oh, good. Thank you, Jennifer, for letting me know that they have some. Lovely new pincushion design. Love the colors of the silk ribbon. Thank you, Suzanne. And Jennifer Davis wants to know, try Amazon for silk ribbon. Oh. Really? Okay. Well, there's another thought. And don't forget, it has to be silk.
Yes. Not
rayon or any of those other ones. Congrats on the video project.
Yep.
Thank you. Black Cat Stitchery has ribbon and floss. Excellent. Yep. As long as I say, it needs to be silk, not any other kind of material. A silk Stitcher's Paradise. Oh, it looks like a whole bunch of people have them. Yep. That is so good to see. I'm going to look at those later and write them down so that I know where the silk ribbon is being sold. And the good thing is, the Dinky Dyes Joy is a really good silk ribbon.
It is.
Yes. And they've got the over dyes, so that's really nice to know that they have them in Calgary as well. Thank you, Suzanne. I really appreciate it. And I think Suzanne has taken those courses and has told me anyway herself that she really appreciated them because she said she hadn't been stitching that long. Right, Suzanne?
No, she hasn't,
Didn't you just barely start stitching?
I think within the last 2 years or something like that. Am I right, Suzanne?
Anyway,
I think that's what I remember.
Congratulations to you for completing, I think it's your second level already. And then Gita's has some storing online. Thank you for telling me that there are still silk ribbon stores out there. That's really important. But our silk ribbon is also included in our kits, and it's very inexpensive when you come right down to it. Okay, so I did have a question for everyone.
Good.
And that doesn't mean that you have to answer, but it would be really nice. Like, you know how you make something and you're very proud of it, and then you have it framed and it's beautiful, and then it just hangs on your wall and you haven't been able to show it to anyone. So my question is, do you take a picture that is all set up nicely and then share it on your timeline, on your personal profile? Or do you only share it in stitching groups like this one? And particularly, of course, Victoria Sampler stuff. But do you generally share it online? Is that something that, and if you do that, did you get really nice compliments? Like, are you happy that you shared it? Because this is something that I find really interesting, how you need this feedback from people. And right now, you're not getting verbal feedback. People don't come to your home, right? So you're left stitching it, and somehow you want to share your accomplishments and your pride in what you've done. So I was just curious to know if you put them on your own timeline, or if you put them on groups, like only, in other words, where there's only stitchers, rather than, you know, sharing it with your friends and family that they're seeing what you're doing. Is it, you know, maybe that's because they don't know how to stitch and they never say anything, or they go, oh, that's really nice, and then move on. I have no idea. I don't usually share my stitching on my own personal
no, I don't
profile.
Either. Yeah.
Only in stitching groups. So I was just curious what you guys do. So it looks like, yes, timeline and stitching groups. Oh, that's good. Look at that. Suzanne started in January of 2020. So that's like a year and a half.
Year and a half?
No, sorry.
Year and a couple of months. Year and a month.
Exactly.
Well done.
Honestly, I don't know how you do it, but you are such a quick study. It's nice to have met you. I believe everything Cross Stitch has them also. Good. And there's some more. They can ship to. That's good. I have been sharing, and people seem to be very impressed.
Yeah.
That's good. So have you been sharing, Deb, on your own personal timeline? Because that's the key to me. If you're sharing in a group of stitchers, you are going to get a reaction.
Absolutely.
Probably
Yes.
more than you would otherwise.
Yeah.
Rachel Ham says, I share on Instagram and in stitching groups on Facebook. So when you share on Instagram, is it just you, or does Instagram also have groups? See, I don't know. I'm not on Instagram, so well, I am, but I don't do anything there. Deborah says she shares on stitching groups and enjoy the feedback. Okay, great. All on my Facebook page for my family to see. See, that's the key. I think sharing it on where people aren't stitchers, they get to have a little bit of joy in something that they probably don't know very much about. And you can point things out to them about what you've done. Look what I did here. I share on my Facebook page and I get a lot of great feedback. Also share on some group pages. So I think that's probably the nicest way, balancing it out. Don't you think?
Yeah.
You don't share very much on your
I do
Facebook
not share very much at all, no.
Except here.
Except here, yes.
You know, you're willing to share your socks here.
Yeah, I'm willing to share my socks, but generally speaking, I think about it, and then I always go, oh yeah, I'll do that later. Well, later never comes.
So you have to go around your house.
I do.
Take shots of every single, because she's got so much.
Oh yeah, I've got tons of stuff. So yeah, but
That'd be a nice project.
It would be a project, all right.
Anyway, I encourage you really to take a picture of anything that you've done, even years ago, and just share it on your profile page once in a while. Because, I mean, you don't want to just keep, that's all you do on your profile page. But on that page, it's where your friends and family come and see what you do.
True.
And in your stitching groups, of course, you're going to share it.
Yeah.
Like here, we see so many wonderful Victoria Sampler stitching.
Absolutely.
And thank you for sharing those on our group. Timeline. Jeanette does the timeline. Tammy usually shares her finished stitching on her wall. I don't know what you meant by wall, but is that your wall for your timeline?
Yeah.
In other words, online or like on the wall?
Yeah.
In your house. And Donna Granger does also on her timeline and groups. See, that's the best way to do it. It probably instead of one or the other. Doria Davis shares her stitching on Facebook, as well as a couple of stitching groups. I usually post the beginning of each month to show what I worked on the past month.
Yeah,
Smart.
You do that, Dory. Yes, absolutely.
Donna shares on her timeline and stitching groups. I get really nice compliments from family and friends.
Good.
You're a very lucky girl. I have to say, not all family and friends kind of know what we're doing.
Yeah.
I remember one lady said to me, "Oh, I really like what you've done," and I thought she had looked at it. I'd forgotten what it was. Maybe it was one of the samplers, and she said, "Can you do me a picture of a cat?" Okay, you haven't looked at what I do.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
I'll never forget that. I share some prices on my timeline and get lots of wonderful comments. I think you meant something else, Loretta.
Pieces.
Probably pieces, something like that. And it does the spelling thing.
It does. Facebook does do the spelling correction without you wanting it.
Exactly. Deb does in both, which is great. Yes, I share with friends, says Lynn, and family on Friends and Instagram and on stitching groups. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. You share as much as you want. That's what I think. Share everywhere. I share with my friends, but only with the ones that stitch. I never share on my personal timeline. Marley, is there a reason why you don't share on your personal timeline? Just curious. Instagram has followers. Most of my followers are quilters and stitchers, but I have some friends and family as well. Thanks, Rachel.
Yeah.
I'm not really up on Instagram very much.
And you'd be more up on it than me, so yeah.
I have an Instagram account for the Victoria Sampler. And I know it cross-posts. When I post anything on Facebook, it'll cross-post over to Instagram.
Oh, okay.
But I've never gone in there. And I think Instagram is only for your phone. And I think that's why.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't really do a lot of stuff on my phone. I find it too tiny. Like I can't see.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Oh,
Or type, for that matter.
Or type,
Yeah.
exactly. I don't know. You have to be really young
Yes.
to learn all of that stuff. or you're very ambidextrous. Dory Davis gets lots of comments from family and friends. Excellent. Donna says, several of my family members stitch too. So yeah, you're going to get good reaction from those people. That's a very good point. Karen Krause says, I do both stitching groups and my own profile, but selectively. Gifts for loved ones will wait for posting after they are given to the recipient. Smart girl. I have a lot of non-stitchers admire my stitching, and stitchers often get stitchers envy and want to stitch the same thing I did. That says Sue Donnelly. Sorry. That's really true. And Sharon, Instagram does have groups. Oh, I share on Instagram and Facebook on group pages. Okay, that's good to know. Only share in group friends who will appreciate. The non-stitchers could care less in your group. Yeah. And that's sometimes true, except for people who really, really love you. They'll probably just say, Absolutely. Oh, isn't that lovely? And not really know what they're appreciating. It's like any artist. You're going to have people who understand art.
Absolutely.
So you got to have people who understand a little bit about how much time it takes to create this. Facebook wall page. Gotcha, Tammy. Thank you. When people start being negative, I do a parade of my stitching on my timeline.
Love it,
Jennifer. That's so good. So when people start being negative on your timeline, I assume, or when it feels like you're negative anywhere, you just start putting stitching on your timeline to cheer everybody up. Way to go. Way to go. I'm going to give you a heart for that right now. Okay, because I can see it. There it is. You got a heart. Mary Windowitz, I share on Facebook with family and friends. Lovely feedback. So good to hear.
Yeah.
Autocorrect, exactly. Our guild does show and share on Zoom once a month.
Oh.
Jennifer, that is a great idea too.
Absolutely.
So you have a show and tell kind of for your group. I mean, for your in-person guild group, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was just reading Rachel's, so...
Okay, I also use Instagram on my iPad, and you can use it on a computer. I have tried, and what you see on a computer is like, it looks like a replica of a phone. Maybe I'm wrong.
So they minimize it.
Yeah, it makes it look small. So maybe I'm just very old-fashioned.
Yeah.
I know that using it on your iPad is probably my best bet, because I am getting a new iPad from my bank.
You are. Don't know when that's arriving yet, though.
No, 4 to 6 weeks, whatever that means. Oh. I opened a new account at a bank that I wanted to open an account in anyway, and they said it was the last day for getting a free iPad with it, so I've qualified.
Yeah.
They're going to send it to me. I use Instagram. Oh, yes. Okay. Hola, Thea, Lisa, and Grupo. Okay, I can't read that.
Hi, Magali.
Hello, Magali de Perez. Happy weekend to you, too.
Yeah.
My guild group does group share as well, a Zoom share. So that's the kind of thing that you can do. So you become like the person who shows what you've done, right? Like I was doing, which is great. So knowing this now, knowing that you all share in some way or another, some of you don't share as much on your profile group, though, as on stitching groups like ours. So I can imagine that maybe it's not something that you think is for your family and friends. But really it is, because they need to be educated as to how artistic you are.
Yeah.
You definitely have to show people your talents. And really stitching, especially Victoria Sampler stitching, is very detailed and
absolutely
very complicated sometimes with various stitches that I use to, and then you stitch. So don't hesitate, okay? Show off. It's a good idea. Okay, you guys, thank you for that, answering all those questions. That was so nice of you. I guess there's only one thing left.
One thing left.
You know what it is?
Yeah. It's time.
It's our Stitch Along Friday, Stitch Along of the month. Oh, look at Jennifer says, Nardiello says, if a family member says they love it, I send it to them.
Oh, good for you.
Oh, cool. That is a really good idea. Okay, so Stitch Along of the month, you can tell this is the back. And you can see something on the others on the March side, in the March square. And this is going to be the beginning of the March square. This time, you've got a little house in the middle of your square. It's going to be there. Thank you for the drum roll. Yay! Yeah. And as you can see, it's got still some snow on the roof, and the rest of it will come in the following, I think it's 3 weeks. March has actually become quite long because I'm also doing it partly in February, but part 1 has come out at the end of February, and March is 31 days, so I figured we'll do this one in 4 parts. Okay, so that you have lots of time to do that. And I think that still leaves you with a whole week at the end where you can finish March. So I hope that you enjoyed this part. And you're right, there's lots and lots of fun things in coming in this particular pattern. So I hope you enjoy doing the house. The house is the same color as some of the blues I've used in the other patterns, as you can tell. So try to kind of coordinate your colors a little bit with the previous ones, because in a way that's something like what I do, only the colors are getting brighter now that it's almost summer.
Yes.
So don't forget, the winter ones are a little bit softer, a little more subdued, and then it gets brighter as the sunshine comes out. So it's very seasonal.
It is.
Yes, it is. Have a great weekend, you guys. And Deb, congratulations for catching up. Snow is appropriate right now in Utah.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us here. This has been absolutely wonderful. And you, are you feeling good?
I'm feeling good.
It looks like this is the end of our little session. And I hope that those of you who have are stitching this one, that you're going to share on your personal timeline as well as in this group, because we really look forward to seeing all of the beautiful stitching you guys have done.
Yeah.
I haven't caught up with February yet, so I'm going to do that this weekend and check them out. What I do with them is I often save the finished block so that I've got in each individual's blocks, and then I can maybe put them up on our Facebook group banner headline. So, ready?
I'm ready.
We are all ready to go.
Exactly.
I hope you have a good weekend.
Yes, I hope you have a good weekend too.
And that you stitch it up, and we are going to have a sale on this weekend, but I have no idea what it is yet. So unless you have your name as a newsletter recipient on our website, you will never know.
Yeah. Or just check the sale.
Oh, that's right. We have it
on the
on sale on the website. That's right. I've been trying to make that more relevant.
But wait until later on, because you probably won't find anything right now.
No, you won't find anything on sale just yet. You will probably the best time will be later on this afternoon. Okay, I hope you have a great weekend.
Exactly. Until next week.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and we're doing it again.
I know. That's why I'm still having my hand up. Bye.